Hello, everyone. Today is May 7th, 2020. This is the SIG Storage bi-weekly meeting. This meeting will be recorded and uploaded to YouTube. Let me share my screen. So we will go to this planning spreadsheet. The first item is CSI online offline resizing, fix issues. Hemant, do you want to give an update on this?
We are not seeing your screen, I think. Yes. I don't know, the
I
spreadsheet.
I see Google homepage.
I'm sorry?
I just see Google homepage.
Oh.
You have two
Okay,
screens.
sorry. Let me try again. Let me see. Share screen. All right. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Yes, that's better.
Okay. All right. So the first one, CSI online offline resizing, fix issues. Hemant, you want to give an update on this?
Yeah. So there's a bunch of calls that are going on. There's a PR, there's an enhancement open for review that fixes the recovery from resize failure. We need to decide on basically 4 kind of issues that we have blocking for GA, which is like the online offline capability is not checked. That is, we are going to discuss in the call after this meeting. Then we have the recovery from resize, for which there's a cap open. I don't know if Saad or Michelle or will have time to review this, but it's been open for a while now. And then the third one is the improved handling of read-only volume expansion. That also, I have proposed a CSI change for that. Hopefully we'll have chance to discuss that today after the call. Then the PVC could be deleted while the resize is pending. That's the fourth issue. And for that, there are multiple ways to fix this. And we'll talk about that. I was talking with Michelle and Jan offline, and I don't think we need any change for that, and it should be fixable. So that's all I have for now. And there's a PR in flight that Michelle has been reviewing for updating new CSI spec in Kubernetes, and I have to work on that. We didn't get it merged in 118. We'll try to get it merged in 119.
Okay, we have a meeting. Is that right after this?
Yeah,
to discuss, right? Yeah.
CSI spec meeting. Yes.
Okay, thank you. The second one, recovering from resize failures.
So there's a cap open for it, and I don't know if you can mark it as started because there's a cap open, and we had a consensus that that cap is the way forward for implementing recovery. And I have scheduled a call tomorrow as well. So just for the Kubernetes CSI Kubernetes CSI people, so that we can take another look. But yeah, I think the cap should be linked there.
Okay, yeah, okay, so I see a link here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, all right, so we will talk about that tomorrow. Thank you. Next one, support containerized CSI node plugins in Windows with storage proxy. So this one, targeting beta. Does anyone know the progress? Do we have a deep Xing? Or maybe Michelle, you know, what is the status for this one? Anyone else know about the status? All right, no update. Go to the next one. Snapshot fix issues. So we have been working on bug fixes and also had tests. So it's in progress. I don't know if Shang-Chen is here. Want to give any update? Okay, if not, we'll go to the next. He's working on the metrics. He has a PR that's been reviewed. Next one, non-recursive volume ownership. Herman, do you know if there is any progress on this one?
It's being tracked for 119. We're moving to beta, so it should be pretty small change.
Okay.
So no update since last, but it's being tracked for 119.
So we do have a cap and we have an enhancement issue. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's good. Thank you. Next one is Azure CSI migration. Do we have any status on this one? Okay. So who is? I don't know who is. Is this Andy?
Yeah, it's Andy. Who should be.
Okay. He's probably not on the call. Michelle looks like it's not on the call today, so no today. Next one is Secure Linux recursive permission handling. So, Yang, you want to give an update?
I have CAP out under review.
CAP in review. Okay.
Discussion is happening. I
Okay.
updated yesterday.
So this is it's still on track, right? Just need to get this one to be merged by the 19th. Is it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Next one is file permission handling for Windows. Not started. Probably don't have any update for this one either because I don't see Deep, Michelle or Jin here. Next one, file permission handling projected service account volume. Hemant, you want to give an update on this one?
I don't have any latest update, but I think I reviewed it. It looks good to me, and I think the PR is just about waiting for merge. Actually,
I think I see that it's already merged.
Oh, it's already merged.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's already merged. I don't know if there was anything else outstanding, but it looks like this might be already done. I think Michelle gave look good to me. So I think it's PR merged. Anything else?
Yeah, it's merged.
Okay.
All right.
So it looks like we are good with that one. Next one is CSI entry read-only handling. Is there anyone working on this? Humble. I see Humble's name here. Is Humble on the call? No? Is there any update on this? Sad, do you know, is there any update on this item here?
Let's see, CSI entry read-only handling. I haven't heard any updates now.
Okay. This one's issues related to assuming volumes among points. Okay, this one also Andy, Jing, or Michelle. Does anyone know anything? Otherwise, there's no update because they're not on the call. Okay, I'll just put on no update here. Next one, storage pools. Patrick, you on the call?
I'm here.
You want to give an update on this?
Yeah, I think the cap for storage capacity tracking is, in my opinion, ready. There's just one disagreement where we don't know exactly what to do with this new storage pool concept and whether it's separate or the same as storage classes. I think we'll have another design meeting about that tomorrow. So to give a brief summary, to me, storage classes mean something like what qualitative aspects does storage has, like performance characteristics, and storage pools are different. They describe where the storage is. and those two are different. That's my understanding at this point. And that also means that, for example, in the stateful set, you can reference a storage class, and you know that the volume, wherever it will get created, has the right characteristics for your app. And Kubernetes then takes care of picking a storage pool that provides that storage. So at least that's the idea behind storage capacity tracking. But we'll continue discussing it.
Okay, thank you. There are a couple of other caps. Are they all tracked under here? Or I think there was another item on lower.
There is another one.
later.
There is another one for generic inline volumes.
Okay.
I think
do you have an item down here to track? This is the one, right? The generalized ephemeral. This is the one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have. Okay, we'll have that tracked. Okay, so this one. So this one basically we have cap. So this one.
It needs further work. I think we all agree on the general approach. The cap itself isn't ready yet in terms of content, examples, testing plan to be merged, but I'll get back to that very soon. I wanted to do it basically today, but just had other things to do.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll be less controversial, because it's I think we agreed on the general concept already.
Okay. And I think this one is related. This one is the existing CSI.
The existing, no changes planned there.
Okay. So we basically just want to figure out this generalized ephemeral volume first before we go back and decide whether we want to go G or not, right? So that's the plan.
Yes, right.
Okay.
Right. Because if we drop the generic idea, we may have to do something about the current ones. It's just too useful to not cover some additional use cases with it. Either way, with generic or with CSI inline volumes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Xing, I have an update for the volume read-only issue. Humble messaged me offline.
Oh, okay. So that's this one, right? CSI entry read-only handling. Okay.
Yep. He says he started looking into the issue, but hasn't made progress yet. Just started.
Thank you. Okay, next one is the volume group API. So yesterday we had a design review at the data protection work group meeting. I actually forgot to send that out to the SIG Storage mailing list. So yeah, we had a good discussion. There are a lot of comments. This is a complicated issue. So so Sad, I see that you added an item on the agenda. Do you want to talk about that later?
Yep, we can talk about it after. Yep.
Okay, all right. Just, okay, next one, CSI auto tree move NFS driver. So this one, this one is already done. So I think we'll just we don't need to do anything about this one now. Next one, move iSCSI driver out of tree is. Do we have any status on this? Oh, Michelle's not here, so I'll just put up an update. And the next two, fiber channel and the flex adapters, are both are going to be deprecated. So I assume there's no update because we don't have Michelle here. Glasser, okay, move on. Glasser FS provisioner. I believe Humble is working on that, but I'm not sure the exact status.
He says status is the migration effort is in progress.
Migration effort in progress. Okay. Thank you. Next one, move out NFS provisioner and also move out NFS client provisioner. Those are Karen is working on this. Is Karen on the call? No? Okay, so no update then? I'm not sure. I know that he was working on this one before. And the next one is deprecation of Kubernetes incubator external storage. Does anyone know? Do we have any update on this one?
I think we're just waiting for all the previous 3 items to finish first.
Oh, okay. Next one is volume expansion for stateful set. So KK says he's going to work on this. KK, are you on the call?
Yes. So I spoke with Ken as well. So we'll be
Okay.
collaborating on that. I've started looking at it. Not enough progress has been made, but maybe by next meeting, even before the freeze time, I'm hoping to move forward. There are some things which I need to work out resolutions with Hemant as well as Ken.
Okay. All right, thank you. Next one is Kubernetes utils mount split to a new repo. Do you have an owner for this? Sab, do you know, or Jan, do you know anything? Any progress on this one?
Sorry, which one was it again? Can you go to that?
This is to move this utils mount.
We're still looking for an owner for this. If somebody wants to help, this is a good place to get involved. Please reach out to me or Michelle or Xing or Jan.
Okay. Thank you. Next one is the volume snapshot namespace transfer. Is Mike on the call? No? Sad, do you know, is there any update on this one?
I haven't gotten any updates on this.
Update. Next one is Volume House. So Volume House, yeah, we have been making progress on this one. Nick has been working on a PR. I have been reviewing it. So it's PR. I also need to also I know there is a cap, updated cap. Reviewed. So there's some, did I? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think there's some new requirements for the cap, like we need to fill out. So I will update that with those new requirements. Next one is the generic populator data source. Is Ben on the call?
Yeah, I'm here. I unfortunately don't have an update on this yet.
Okay. Next one is object storage API. Is Jeff or John on the call here?
Yeah, we are still meeting weekly on it and fleshing out the API.
Okay. Thank you. Next one is to address issue PVC created by stateful set will not be automatically removed. Dave, want to give an update on this?
Yeah, I haven't been making much progress on this.
Okay.
The next step is to put together a KEP. I'm willing to keep this on, but if someone else wants to pick it up, I could let go.
Okay, so you're still interested, but
I'm still interested in doing it. I
just haven't got time. Okay, so if someone else wants to work on this one, maybe we can work together with you or something. Okay.
Yeah, KK was collaborating with me.
Oh, okay. So maybe KK. Okay, so KK want to work with Dave on this.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm looking at the stateful set in general, so I can.
All right, thank you. All right, so add your name there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next one, execution hook for application snapshot. So I think last update we met with Tim. So we Shangqi and I went to one of the SIG node meeting and showed them our draft proposal. Of course, they have a lot of concerns, so they have a lot of questions like how are you going to make sure that the call is successful, and how long are you going to retry, how to do garbage collection. So there are a lot of questions that we are trying to answer their questions. And there is even someone at that meeting saying that should this be done by an higher level of application operator, which is a little funny because that was actually what we were doing before in our merge cap. So I initially didn't really bring up our original cap, which is in a CRD. So since somebody brought that up, so I brought up our previous cap. So we need to decide. So we need to have some more meetings to sort this out. But which way to go? That's the status. So, okay, so we already talked about those two. And next one is FS group support in CSI. Hamant, do you have any update on this one?
Yes, there's a cap open. There's an issue already have created. And can you put Christian's name as the owner for this, because he's the
Oh,
one
not you? Okay. You
I'm
are you
I'm reviewing.
review?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we'll...
And maybe we need the API reviewer. Who signed up for API reviewer? Jan.
Oh, so maybe Jan can be an API reviewer then.
I can be the general reviewer.
Cool.
This is API, okay.
No. You can put me in the general reviewer, and the Jan is API reviewer. And the
Oh, did I
first
got
field,
it the opposite? All right.
the
Okay.
third field is API reviewer, if I'm not wrong.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know. I could be wrong. There are three fields.
Yeah, I
right?
know there are one. Yeah, I think one, I forgot which one is which. Right.
It's
top, middle
developer.
is the API.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The middle one, it is the API reviewer. Okay.
Yeah,
This
so
is right.
Jan is right there.
So yeah, this is right. And then this one would be you.
Yeah.
And then this one, what is his, what is Chris?
Christian, can you type your...
Yes, if you go to the left and look at the comment, you have my name there. I included the cap in a comment on the field. So you should be able to just write one column.
This is
the empty one.
Oh, this one does not have
the empty slot. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Christian Huff. Okay.
Yeah, it's Huff Mem. It's just...
All right.
You probably had to just accept that comment so that it could apply. Oh, no. That's not
Oh, is that a comment? Okay, I didn't know what is. Oh, this is okay. Let me. There's no.
Apologies for the confusion.
Yeah, this one does not give me a way to. It just says resolve. I don't know what does it mean resolve. So. But,
we cannot edit the spreadsheet anymore.
Right, but I should be able to. Let me see. Let me try to do a resolve and see what will happen. No, it doesn't do anything. Where does it go actually? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'll fix that. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, I think that went away. So, Christian. So we know this is Christian.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And this is the correct number, right? So I think we just need to add the link there. I can fix that later. This is the 11682. That's the correct number for the issue. And then we also need to add a cap there. Okay. The next one, immutable secrets and config maps, scalability. I don't know how to say this name. Sa, do you know anything about this one? The immutable secrets and config maps.
I have not heard any updates on this now.
Okay. Next one is vSphere CSM migration. Do we have Debian on the call? So Debian has started working on this. He has already done POC. Yesterday I think he asked some questions on the CSM migration channel because there are a few things that the in-tree driver supports, but we're not supporting in the CSI driver. So he's just asking what is the beta criteria for those type of things. I think Michelle answered that. So this is a work in progress. PR should be out soon for review. Next one, GC CSM migration. Is there any update, Saad, on this?
Not yet, no.
Okay. And next one is AWS CSM migration. Do we have any update on this one? AWS? No? Okay, no update. And then the last one is OpenStack CSM migration.
Yes, I took an AI on that last
Okay,
time.
Who is it? Is it John?
It is John Churchill,
Okay.
yeah, but
Okay.
I took an AI to get some resolve on that. I have the owners of that now, and it
Okay.
should in fact be split into two, as I understand. Jan, are you able to comment on this, or would you like me to provide the input that Paul Grist gave me?
I don't know the current status.
Okay, so we need to split this into two. There are two projects, a Cinder CSI project and a Manila CSI project.
Oh, okay.
And the owner, the lead for the Cinder CSI project is Eric Harney. And for the Manila CSI project is Tom Barron.
I'm not sure we are interested in Manila
Yes.
that much in this topic because.
Are you sure Eric is working on this?
That's what I've been informed of, yes.
In the Kubernetes? Okay, that I have never heard that he's working on this. Okay. But Tom, I know he is doing something. Okay.
He is, but Manila was never part of Kubernetes volume.
Oh, I know there was a driver. There was a driver for Manila. So there was a driver for Manila, one for Cinder. That I know.
Okay.
This item is about the migration, right?
This is just this is talking about the OpenStack CSI migration.
Yeah. There is no entry plugin for Manila, so we don't need to migrate it.
No, well, OpenStack has a provider, so I know there was entry code. Actually, Dims has been trying to remove that, but I think he was told that we're not ready yet.
Not for Manila. We have OpenStack.
Oh, Manila. Oh, yeah, Manila. Yeah, so Manila maybe is not an issue. Okay, I think that makes sense. Okay, let's just remove Manila. All right. Okay.
Manila is cool.
All right.
We need the.
Yeah, Manila is so Manila is just Cinder, only for Cinder. All right.
So it's only for Cinder.
I actually doubted that Eric is one. I never heard that he's also working on Kubernetes, but okay. So we still need to find out more about this one. Looks like.
Yeah. So I'm trying to contact Eric at the moment, and I'll give further feedback next time.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Okay, so that's all we have on the spreadsheet. We'll go back to here. So we don't have any PRs listed here. We don't have any design reviews, but we do have this item. Saad added this item here. Saad, do you want to talk about this?
Yes. So Xing held a KEP review for this volume groups API yesterday. It's a very interesting new proposal. And it's aiming to kind of tackle a number of use cases where it would be useful to group volumes somehow. And the use cases are around being able to create group consistent snapshots where you have a number of volumes and you snapshot them all together at once and they're all consistent. Being able to do spreading across some sort of set of volumes. So you can imagine a stateful set, something like that, where you want to do spreading. Consistency groups, replication groups. So there's a number of use cases that this KEP is hoping to tackle. What we really need is input from storage vendors on this one, because what does a volume group look like from storage system to storage system is going to vary. I posted a comment in there kind of talking about some of the possible open questions. What would be useful is if vendors on this call can jump in and say, I have a storage system foo, and here is how we do volume groups. So for example, do you allow for an empty volume group to be created and then have existing volumes added one by one to it? Or do you expect a volume group to be created at provision time when all the volumes are created and all variations of that? Similarly, what type of snapshot restore for volume groups do you allow? Is it one by one per snapshot, or is it as an entire group? I'm sure you all have variations in your use cases, and we want to make sure that the API we come up with is generically usable. So please comment on that KEP if you are at all interested in this functionality and what it's going to look like in Kubernetes.
Okay, thank you. So do you think it's better just to have them go put their comments on the KEP, or should we have it like a some doc or like another empty doc for them to put their thing there, or does that help?
It might be easier just to throw it into the KEP.
The KEP, okay, sure.
Yeah,
okay. All right, thanks. Do we have anything else to discuss? Okay, if not, that's it for today. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Thanks, bye.